Here are 5 things you need to know before you decide to be a model. Number 1, the industry today is not the same as it was 10 years ago, and many models still think it is. Back in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, being a model was a lot more elusive and not as easily accessible as it is today. Today, everyone is a model. Back in the day, not everyone could call themselves a model. Back then, modeling agencies actually represented models and actually landed models big jobs. Today, models have to do a lot of their own advocacy, and you have to expect that most agents today are kind of lazy. And you can argue that back then it was easier to find work as a model simply by signing with a major modeling agency, but today that is no longer the case. There are models that sit for months or go a full year, yes, I've heard of this, without getting work. And that's actually a more common theme than finding working models. So as a result of this, you have to update your understanding of modeling that fits the world today, because it's not as glamorous as it used to be. 2, you have to do a lot of your own representation. This is a major reason why I sell a model masterclass that teaches models how to become working models, because today you have to advocate for yourself. Agencies manage over 100 models. That means as much as you want them to focus on you, you're more than likely not their priority. And this means that you have to bring a lot to the table if you're hoping to get pushed out to clients more and be favored. And this involves producing your own shoots, building your social media profiles, amassing an online presence, and being more intentional and strategic on how you land on certain brands' radars. All things that I teach in my model masterclass. Number 3, you're replaceable. Because in today's world, there are so many models, you can literally throw a rock in LA and it will land on a model. It means that models aren't as scarce as they used to be. Back then, your look and your signature style as a model made you stand out, and nowadays it's not enough. Nowadays it's about your social media numbers, how attractive and charismatic your online persona is, and how strong your hustle is. This means that the weakest models, the ones that don't bring anything to the table, are easily replaceable. You can have 1 or 2 good years, but then someone else can come up who looks like you but hustles more, and then you find yourself becoming irrelevant. Number 4, you shouldn't expect to make a lot of money. Let's say you get signed. This is a great step in the right direction and you should be excited, but this does not mean that you drop out of school or quit your job or mislead yourself to think that money is going to start rolling in. Every single model path is not the same. Some people start working faster than others, and the reasons vary across the board. It's very unpredictable and it can be very discouraging. This is why in my masterclass, I teach models how to make money in modeling faster than others, as well as other ways they can make money. That's why I teach models that you should only look at modeling as a supplemental income, not as your main source of income. 5, there are different types of modeling. A lot of people have a very narrow view of modeling and all the options you have. There's fashion modeling, commercial modeling, fitness modeling, hand modeling, beauty modeling, and fit modeling. People tend to only focus on being a fashion model, which is really great, but also not for everyone. The experience of doing a photo shoot and being on set, however, is not only reserved for fashion models. And you'd be surprised how many of you guys could be working models if you knew the direction you should go. And that's where my model masterclass comes in handy to broaden your understanding of modeling and what you can do that's best suited for you. So if you need more guidance as you start your modeling career, enroll in my model masterclass now, which is the only class that teaches you how to become a working model. Also, check out my podcast show where I interview models and talk about their experiences in modeling, as well as the other resources I offer models and actors by clicking the link in my bio now. Be sure to follow me for more modeling business tips and DM me your images on Instagram if you'd like me to review them.